Let me ask you a brutal question. Who's really in control of your life right now? You or your reactions? Be honest. One harsh comment and you're in rage. One setback and frustration takes the wheel. Someone ignores you and suddenly your worth feels questioned. That's not control. That's emotional slavery. Most people walk around thinking they're free while handing their power over to every trigger. They don't choose their emotions. Their emotions choose for them. But the Stoics knew. True strength isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about mastering your response. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That was Marcus Aurelius, and he lived it through war, plague, and betrayal. Imagine stepping into any situation, criticism, failure, or chaos, and remaining still inside. No panic, no overreaction, just presence. That isn't coldness, that's power. And that's what Stoicism trains you to build. In this video, you'll uncover 7 Stoic principles that will retrain your mind, rewire your emotions, and return your power where it belongs, with you. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy Daily, where your story matters. Share your experience or your biggest struggle below. Every comment you leave is a gift. Here, your voice matters. We read with care, answer with heart, and treat your journey as part of our own. This is more than a channel, it's a circle of strength. If you're ready to stop being emotionally hijacked and start responding from a place of clarity and strength, comment, "I choose response over reaction." 1. Let go to take control. Someone cuts you off mid-sentence in a meeting. Dismissive tone, no eye contact. A wave of heat rises in your chest. Your jaw tightens. You're about to snap back, but pause. Ask yourself, does this reaction serve you? Or are you about to hand your power over to a moment that doesn't deserve it? Most people don't even realize how automatic their reactions have become. It's not just about the email. It's years of ego training you to defend, habits teaching you to strike fast, and a mind conditioned to seek control through confrontation. As a match dropped in dry grass, one trigger can light a wildfire, but you don't have to burn every time. Stoicism begins here, not in shutting off emotion, but in clarifying what truly belongs to you. There are things which are within our power, Epictetus said, and there are things which are not. You can't control the weather or the tone of someone's voice, but you can always choose how you carry yourself. That choice, repeated enough, becomes your identity. Think of your reactions like reins on a wild horse. If you let the horse bolt, you go wherever it wants, crashing through conflict, spiraling into regret. But if you pause, steady your grip, and steer with intention, you move on your terms. That's not indifference, that's precision. Let's be clear, reacting isn't a strength, it's surrender. If a rude comment ruins your day, then the person who said it owes you. If bad news sends you spiraling, then the event is now your master. Real control starts the moment you stop trying to dominate the external and start mastering the internal. Try this. The next time tension rises, pause for 3 seconds. Breathe. Ask, will this matter in 3 days, 3 weeks? Feel the heat inside you and choose not to pour gasoline on it. Choose instead to hold still like the eye of a storm while everything swirls around you. Shift your energy into what actually moves you forward, your habits, your values, your mindset. With each decision to pause, the emotional grip loosens. You're no longer a puppet of impulse, but a builder of self-trust. As Epictetus warned, if you don't choose what thoughts to dwell on, someone else will. Don't let anger, disappointment, or other people's chaos define you. At Stoic Daily, we believe real freedom begins when you stop reacting to what you can't control. Comment below. I let go to take back control. 2. You always have a choice. Your anger rises like a flame. Someone cuts you off in traffic. A coworker makes a careless joke. A stranger bumps into you without a word. Your fists clench. Your chest tightens. In a flash, you're no longer thinking, you're reacting. Your brain reads discomfort like danger and ego like survival. So it pushes you to strike fast, defend fast, and prove fast. This is the crossroad where most people lose themselves. They mistake reaction for strength. But reaction is just instinct, old wiring that confuses threat with ego. And in today's world, those impulsive sparks rarely save us. They burn us, like grabbing a hot coal to throw at someone else and realizing too late that your own hand is blistering. Let's break it down. When you react, you give up control. You let someone else decide your mood, your tone, your next move. You become a puppet yanked by the strings of emotion, pulled left and right by whoever presses the right button. But when you pause, when you breathe, when you choose how to respond, something changes inside. The storm doesn't vanish, but you are no longer inside the waves. You're above them, steering. You step back into the driver's seat of your life. Imagine a pilot flying through heavy turbulence. The plane shakes. Alarms sound. Passengers panic. The pilot feels the jolt too. His body reacts like anyone else's, but training has carved a space between sensation and action. He doesn't grab the controls in fear or jerk the plane wildly. He breathes, reads the instruments, and adjusts with precision. He doesn't eliminate the turbulence, he navigates through it. The Stoic is the same, not numb, not detached from reality, but steady at the controls of the mind, adjusting direction with clarity instead of panic. Try this. The next time someone pushes your buttons, don't respond immediately. Count to 3. Feel the urge to fire back like a wave hitting a rock. Then ask, is this person worth my peace? Is this emotion taking me anywhere good? That moment of pause doesn't make you weak. It interrupts the old pattern. It teaches your mind that you are the gatekeeper, not the gate. Each time you do this, a subtle shift happens. The gap between trigger and action widens. Your confidence grows, not loud confidence, but quiet self-trust. You start to realize you can feel anger without becoming angry. You can feel heat without becoming fire. At Stoic Daily, we believe your reaction doesn't define the moment. Your response does. Drop in the comments. I choose clarity over chaos. 3. Calm is a decision, not a gift. Picture a submarine deep underwater. Alarms blare, pressure builds. But inside the control room, the commander doesn't scream or flail. He checks the gauges, he listens, he acts. Calm is not the absence of crisis, it is mastery within it. Pressure doesn't create heroes, it reveals what's already been trained. Most of us won't face mid-air disasters, but life hits just as hard. Layoffs, breakups, death, disappointment. And when it does, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your preparation. That's why calm isn't just a feeling. It's a decision built through repetition. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Here's the truth. Your nervous system doesn't know if it's a lion chasing you or your boss sending a cruel email. Stress is stress. And when you're untrained, your body floods with adrenaline. You breathe fast. You overthink. You react. You drown. But when you practice staying grounded, when you expose yourself to small challenges, sit with discomfort, breathe through chaos, you teach your system that not every tension is an emergency. You become the firefighter who walks into flames while others flee. Try this. Next time you're feeling overwhelmed, even by small things, don't wait for a full-blown crisis to train your calm. Start with what triggers you now. That message that irritates you, that silence that makes you restless, that slow-loading page. In that exact moment, sit still. No scrolling, no fixing. Just breathe slowly through your nose for 30 seconds and name the emotion you feel without judging it. Then go further. Once a day, put yourself in a tiny storm on purpose. Wait in the longer checkout line. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Leave one notification unread for an hour. Why? Because you're not practicing comfort. You're building pressure resistance. Every time you stay composed when it's hard, you rewire the story your nervous system tells itself. You stop being the person who panics when life shakes and become the one who stands tall when others collapse. At Stoic Daily, we believe calm isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Drop in the comments. I train calmly daily. 4. When you don't react, you rise. An insult hits your ears, a sharp comment, a mocking tone. For a second, heat rises in your chest. That urge to fire back feels automatic, almost necessary. But pause and look deeper. The person throwing the insult is not powerful. They are leaking, like a cracked cup spilling whatever turmoil they carry inside. They pour it onto whoever stands closest. Most people think silence means weakness. Stoicism teaches the opposite. When you refuse to react, you refuse to kneel. If a few sounds can shake your dignity from someone else's mouth, then it was never anchored within you. Real strength is internal gravity. Words hit, but they don't move you. Picture this. Someone throws mud at a mountain. The mud falls back down. The mountain remains. That is the Stoic posture. You don't catch the insult. You don't analyze it. You don't carry it home and replay it at night. You let it fall. People who provoke are often fighting battles you cannot see. Their attack is a confession of their lack of control. When you react, you step into their chaos. When you remain steady, you step above it. You don't win by defeating them. You win by not entering the arena of pettiness. Try this. Next time someone says something offensive, don't rush to speak. Let a few seconds of silence stretch. Feel the urge to defend yourself, but don't obey it immediately. Ask quietly, will answering this improve my life, or just feed their emotion? Most of the time, the insult fades when it meets no resistance. Like a spark without oxygen, it dies. This doesn't mean accepting abuse. Silence is power when the moment is trivial. But when patterns repeat, respond calmly and directly, not emotionally. A steady tone, clear boundary, and few words. That's strength with structure. Epictetus said, "It is not events that disturb people. It is their judgments concerning them." An insult is only noise until your mind gives it meaning. Refuse the meaning and you keep your peace. At Stoic Daily, we believe ignoring pettiness is not avoidance, it is elevation. Comment below, I rise above what tries to pull me down. 5. The pause is your power. Imagine you're driving a car downhill. The brakes are faulty and the engine is too loud. Every curve becomes dangerous, not because of the road, but because you never stopped to check the system before it mattered. This is what most people's minds are like, constantly rushing, overloaded without pause. So when someone cuts them off in traffic or a text message comes with the wrong tone, they don't respond. They crash. But the Stoic builds their brakes long before the storm. They know that clarity requires distance. That's why stepping back isn't a weakness. It's maintenance. It's control. Like a pilot pulling up before turbulence, not because they're afraid, but because they're trained. Reacting is instinct. It's ancient. Your brain is wired to fire quickly in the face of threat. But today, most threats aren't lions. They're emails, rude comments, delays, misunderstandings. And your primitive reaction system, it still fires like you're in a jungle. That's where the Stoic pause comes in. The Greeks called it ataraxia, a state of unshakable calm. Imagine yourself on a bridge above a rushing river. Stand too close to the edge and one gust can pull you in. Step back a few feet and suddenly you're safe, clear-eyed, still watching, but no longer at risk of falling. Try this. When emotion starts to rise, frustration, panic, heat, don't respond. Just notice. Count to 5 in silence. Walk away from your phone. Splash cold water on your face. It sounds small, but in that pause, something shifts. The story changes. The primitive brain quiets, and reason walks back in. Even elite soldiers train this skill. They don't charge every time they feel fear. They pause, reassess. That's not a weakness. That's how strength survives chaos. And it's not just about negative emotion. Excitement without pause becomes recklessness. Love without pause becomes blindness. Even joy needs stillness to stay steady. Stepping back doesn't mean stepping away. It means stepping into clarity. Proverbs says, "A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back." The fool lets the moment rule him. The Stoic learns to rule the moment. At Stoic Daily, we believe the space between trigger and response is where your strength lives. Comment below. I choose the pause, not the panic. 6. Strength is built in what you endure. Endurance isn't passive, it's controlled power. Anyone can explode when insulted. Anyone can slam doors, raise their voice, or fire back words they'll regret. That's easy. What's rare is the person who feels the heat rise in their chest and still stays grounded. That is strength under construction. Think about the last time someone disrespected you. Your mind probably raced ahead, crafting responses, replaying the scene, feeding the fire. And when it was over, you weren't empowered. You were drained. Because by reacting, you hand your emotional steering wheel to someone else. The Stoics trained for this, not to suppress emotion, but to outlast it, like a boxer who absorbs a hit without losing balance, or a tree bending in strong wind without snapping. They don't stand still because nothing touches them. They stand because they've practiced not moving at every impact. Cato the Younger, a Stoic statesman, would wear simple clothes and walk barefoot in public to train indifference to ridicule, not for appearance, for inner freedom. He understood that the moment you need others' approval, you've already surrendered control. Life tests this daily: delays, criticism, disrespect. If you react to each one, you leak energy everywhere. Endurance seals those leaks. It teaches you to hold your ground and save your strength for what truly matters. Try this. Next time irritation hits, a long line, unfair tone, or someone cutting you off, don't rush to correct it. Stand still inside. Let the feeling move through you without acting on it. Ask quietly, is this worth my peace? Most of the time, it isn't. Each moment you endure without exploding, your inner stability grows. Those who react quickly believe they're showing power. In truth, they're showing dependence. The one who stays steady while chaos swirls becomes the center others orient around. Like a rock in the ocean, waves crash, but the rock remains. At Stoic Daily, we believe endurance is not about suffering silently. It's about mastering yourself through pressure. Comment below, steady under pressure. 7. Flow with fate, don't fight reality. Here's a truth most people learn too late. The tighter you try to grip life, the more it slips through your fingers. Control becomes obsession. Obsession becomes anxiety, and anxiety makes you feel powerless. Imagine someone stuck in quicksand. Their instinct is to thrash, to fight, to force their way out. But every frantic movement pulls them deeper. The only way to rise is to slow down, spread their weight, and move with the surface instead of against it. Life works the same way. Resistance to reality creates suffering. Alignment with it builds strength. The Stoics called this amor fati, the love of fate. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." Fire does not choose its fuel, it transforms whatever comes. That is the Stoic mindset. Challenges aren't interruptions, they are material. Selective indifference is the skill that protects your peace. Not everything deserves your emotional energy. A stranger's opinion, a delayed plan, a small inconvenience. These are pebbles, not mountains. When you react to every pebble like it's a disaster, you exhaust yourself before the real climb even begins. Try this. When something goes wrong today, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can this serve me?" That shift alone changes your posture from victim to builder. Missed opportunity, lesson, criticism, feedback, delay, time to prepare. This isn't passivity, it's power. A fighter cannot control every move of the opponent, but they maintain their stance, breath, and strike. Acceptance stops the emotional bleeding so action can begin. Another practice the Stoics used is negative visualization. Imagine losing what you value, not to sink into fear, but to build mental readiness. When the mind has faced loss in thought, it does not collapse when reality shifts. You become harder to shake because you've rehearsed adversity. Worrying, as scripture says, cannot add a single hour to your life. But accepting reality can give you back your energy, your clarity, your direction. The world may not be fair, events may not go your way, but you always hold one domain. How do you meet what comes? That is the ultimate freedom. At Stoic Daily, we believe loving your fate is how you turn obstacles into fuel. Comment below. I grow through what I go through. Stand still in the storm. When the world around you spins in chaos, real power isn't about controlling everything. It's about not letting anything control you. So pause for a second. Reflect. What moment from this video made you stop and think? Which part spoke directly to your current battle? Don't let that insight fade. Write it down, share it in the comments. Let that small act be your first step toward mastering your reactions. And if this message helped you regain clarity, don't keep it to yourself. Someone out there, maybe a friend, a brother, a partner, is losing themselves in noise right now. Share this with them. Give them the space to breathe again. Subscribe if you haven't already, because this isn't just a channel, it's a path. One lesson at a time, we're building unshakable lives. At Stoic Philosophy Daily, we believe that true calm doesn't mean escaping the storm. It means learning to stand still within it.
If you're seeking more, discover the full path on my channel, Stoic Philosophy Daily.